but you can escape prediabetes. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org today. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
When you take a walk around your neighborhood and notice all the things that make it feel like home, one thing might be a little harder to notice because somewhere tucked in that neat row of houses is hunger. Over 30 million Americans don't know where their next meal is coming from. Together, we can provide 1 billion meals by 2030 because everyone should be welcome at the table. Learn more at nourishingneighbors.com from Acme Markets, Balducci's, and King's Foundations. Let's break the cycle of hunger together.
Stand with Word Radio as we continue to provide dynamic, progressive programming to inform and empower our people. We're living in unprecedented times, and we must stand together to protect and preserve Black Talk Media. Become a 4Word member with the annual membership price of just $90 or a digital member starting at just $5 per month. If you're already a 4Word member, sign up, family member, or friend to help us continue making history. Start or renew your 4Word membership today. Visit wordradio.com/4word or wordradio.com/membership.
We are the home of progressive Black Talk Media. This is WURD 900 AM and 96.1 FM, Philadelphia. Streaming online on wordradio.com and the Word Radio app.
The views and opinions expressed by the guests, listeners, and hosts of any program on Word Radio do not necessarily reflect those of the ownership, management, or advertisers of this station.
I'm simply saying that life finds a way.
All right, people, write something on the board. Let's spell it. What's that? What?
It's time. It's time to have real, honest, open, difficult, and inspiring conversations. It's time for Love and Life on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media.
Well, hey there, family. Hello, and welcome. Welcome to Love and Life with Carol Riddick right here on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media, on air and online at wordradio.com. Welcome to the beginning of another week that is another week of love and life. How about that? I hope you all are coming along well. I can't speak. What is happening? I guess I'm just excited. It's a Monday. I'm excited to spend some time with you as always. But I'm also excited because Nick is back. Welcome back, Nick. Happy to have
Carol,
you
thanks
back.
for introducing me. I appreciate it.
You are. You know you're missed when you're not here. You are missed. So we are happy to have you back. And always happy to have you here. So I have a question for everybody. How are you all making out with this heat today? When I tell you all, I feel like I am about to spontaneously combust. I mean every word of it. I do have a question. Did anybody turn their air on? I am so curious to know because I was so tempted to do so. I was so tempted, but I did not. Did you? Did you turn your air on? Did you? Oh, by the way, I went to Rock and Rolls on Friday. Family, I was sharing with you last week that I was going to go buy Rock and Rolls. And I went on Friday. I went to the Northeast location, the brick and mortar location. And I must say, those egg rolls were amazing. Do you hear me? And I'm I am not just saying that. I had the sweet chili salmon roll and the chicken cheesesteak egg roll. Okay, I'm telling you now that you must try them. Oh, they also have vegan options, just for those of you who are wondering, those of you who are saying, wait a minute, wait a minute. Well, they have vegan options as well. So it was wonderful. It was wonderful. I'm making my rounds. So I'm, trying to patronize all of the businesses that have been on the show, all of the guests that we've had thus far. Anyway, so family, if you are joining us by way of socials, let us know. Share a comment or a few. We love the love any way you care to share it. I tell you that all the time because it's true. You can even give us a call, and you can do that by dialing 215 634 8065. You can even call us toll free at 1-866 361 0900. Well, family, it's time for our Black History 365 moment. That's right. Today's Black History 365 moment is about Bayard Rustin. Dr. King is usually credited for the March on Washington in August of 1963, but it was Bayard Rustin who organized and strategized in the shadows. As a gay man who had controversial ties to communism, he was considered too much of a liability to be on the front lines of the movement. Nonetheless, he was considered to be one of the most brilliant minds, and he served his community tirelessly while pushing for more jobs and better wages. Family, that is today's Black History 365 moment. I see you all checking in, and I can't wait to get to you. Wishing a happy birthday to all of our love lights who are celebrating. We send you all the celebratory love and hugs that you can handle. And I'm not going to forget about you. I am personally sending all the extra love and hugs that you can handle if your light is shining just a little bit dimly today, just on behalf of your entire tribe and village, so that you know that you are not alone and that you've got our support. You always do. You always do. All right, family, I see. Nasir Butler is checking in. Hey there, Nasir. He shares peace and blessings with everybody. And Malcolm White shares that he is watching and listening from West Mount Airy. That's my message. That's my message. I love it. I love it. Carla Gamble, our boo. Hey there, beautiful. Shares happy Monday with everybody. And Eric shares, how's everybody doing on this marvelous Monday? I love it. I love it. Willie, hey, Willie Matthew Williams is checking in. He shares happy Monday, everybody. And I had a ball last Friday evening. OMG. I sure did, Willie. I had a ball. Smitty, Mr. and Mrs. Smitty are checking in, and they said, family, have a blessed night. Have a blessed night. Malcolm says, welcome back, Nick. I told you were missed. I told you. Eric shares, I'm sure you had a nervous breakdown after you ate. Yes, I did. Okay. I ate the two, like I told you, I had the sweet chili salmon rolls and the chicken cheesesteak rolls. I went in and ordered some to take home. Isn't that terrible? Wasn't that terrible? No, it's not. No, it's not. Gary Bryant is checking in as well. And Norm McGowan is checking in. He's sending good vibes from West Philly, from Overbrook. He shared no air conditioning today. Me neither. He said fans did the job. OMG, y'all. I was so tempted. I was so tempted. I was so tempted. And Eric Young is checking in as well. All right, family, let's get started. The hour goes by so quickly, and I want you to know and need you to know this extraordinary individual in this hour. Her name is Meeka Johnson, and she is the founder of the All Black Everything Pop-Up, which is an initiative that was established to support Black-owned businesses who've been heavily impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic and only saw sales online and through social media. I don't want to tell you too much about it because I want you to hear it from her. So, family, I invite you to the conversation with none other than Meeka Johnson. Hey there, beautiful.
Hey, love and life. Hey, Carol. Hey, Nick.
You doing beautiful.
I'm great. How y'all doing? Happy Monday.
Hey, let me tell you something. I'm just happy to have you here, family. I've known Meeka for a while. She is a true love light. She's a beacon, and I just love her to pieces.
Love
So
you
happy to be able to
too.
share you.
Awesome. I'm happy to be here. And guess what, Carol? We go way back.
I
I'm 3801 back. I mean, not Feast back. I mean, South Philly back. It's so good to always see you just still doing your thing. It's just amazing, sis.
thank you. See, I feel the same way about you. I feel the same way about you. I love it. I love it. The family knows I get 10 times excited, but family, y'all see me. I am struggling because I'm on fire. I'm so hot because y'all know I'm usually on 1,000. And Meeka, I'm afraid that if I go to my full 1,000, I really will spontaneously combust, right? So
Didn't the heat sneak up us? It snuck up on all of us.
listen, I was not ready. I was not ready. But in any event, Meeka, I want to share with our family all about you. So would you please, for our family members who are unaware, share and tell us just a little bit about you, from where you come and all that good stuff?
I'm from Philly. You know, I'm from Philly. I'm a Philly girl, born and raised in Philadelphia, by way of Southwest, West Philly, and then my in my older years, South Philly. But yeah, all black everything. That is what I curate. That's what I founded. And we curate commerce spaces for black businesses, introducing all nationalities to dope black brands. Um, we have so much talent, and my love for black businesses goes way back. So this is not new to me. This is not, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. This goes
Oh,
back to Kindred, the family soul store, the
yes.
culture shop on what? Baltimore Avenue. Like it goes all the way back to that. And
Wow.
it's just funny how life can turn full circle. You know, we were talking about, before we got on, how you went to school for this. And
Mhm.
then, other things happen, which is how we know you, right? And then it comes back around. So, we sold all black items in that store back in the day. Shout out to
Mhm.
Kindred, the family soul.
Always.
And now I'm just doing that, but just virtually. We
Mhm.
have different events. We'll talk about the event we'll have May 5th, but this virtual space like we're doing right now to shop live is where it's at. And WURD has been a
Mm.
part of me getting that information out to black businesses, and I absolutely am thankful.
I want to share with our family members what I read was that in the past year, more than 300 entrepreneurs, business owners, and creatives have joined All Black Everything's weekly Instagram live shopping show.
Baby, if y'all like to shop and you want to shop from your bed at 9 o'clock, come shop with us. We have black businesses from all over the world. It's called ABE, Black Business Live, where we shop live with black brands. And for 3 years, we have done exactly that consistently. 9 p.m. you can shop with a different black brand on our Instagram, which is at All Black Everything Pop Up. People say like it's like the Black QVC. I just say it's elevated, elevate in your website, elevate in your shopping experience, and that's what we do. Just last year, like we made, but this is without the SBA. This is just
Mm.
me. This is just ABE, one person deal. And all of our sponsors like WRD, we made like $100,000 for black businesses. We are only on an hour. The 30 minutes is just like how you just did in the beginning, but like the
Right.
shopping is like an hour. So we give or take $10,000 a month, all different black businesses, Monday through Friday at 9 p.m. But this is the future. This is now. This is what is going on. This is where you get these TikTok shops and all these different things. You have to
Mhm.
save your business by this thing right here, this phone right here, this right here.
That is, first of all, I am the biggest phone shopper. I am always buying something. That is, I admit that is my illness. I will say, because I am always buying something online. But what made you say, you know what, I need to do something with this right here? Like, what made you say that?
The pandemic. I mean, the pandemic forced us to still shop. I wanted to intentionally, I always shop black. Like I said, we've been doing this, but during the pandemic, I really was intentional about the things that I wanted to buy. And once you see Amazon, Walmart, different companies like that catching on to people wanting to buy black, you need to understand that there's power in that. So you can't just say, oh, I'm a small business, I can't do that. Yes, you can. You have the power to come on your live wherever, whether it is the live on your Instagram, your Facebook, and you're able to tell your customers what you have and sell it to them. It is as easy as that. I don't know why people make it hard, but it is that easy. And you're going to see more of these live shops on Walmart, on Amazon, on TikTok, and you can absolutely, as a small business, do it yourself. We do it in community here. We have our own micro economy called ABE. If you would like to join, you absolutely can. All information is in our bio on Instagram at All Black Everything Pop Up. But when I say we have a ball, it's not boring at all. We have a ball shopping live, Carol. Okay.
See, listen, see, am I going to become addicted? Oh. No, Meeka, no.
We got a song and everything. When somebody shop, I say, listen, baby, you could be shopping anywhere in the world, but you shopping right here with us. We gonna wind it up. And it go a little something like, hey, baby, everybody put the A's in the comments. Baby, we be having a ball shopping at 9 p.m.
Oh my God. Wait, Herb, let me tell you something. Herb Fusion. Meeka, he shares Meeka is the best. Okay. Herb has not stopped commenting. He shares happy Monday. Then he says, oh, we have a time. And then he followed that up with saying, hey, okay. He said, listen, all of this, and all you have to do is shop from the comfort of your phone.
Meeka, she is one of we call her our starting lineup. She's been with us since the beginning, and she's watched her Herb Fusion honey brand grow. Grow tremendous. We sling a lot of honey, don't we? We sling
well,
a
she
lot
said yes. And thank you for correcting me. Thank you, Herb. Yes, she said yes. She said we have a time. Okay.
Yeah.
And first of all, I don't doubt it because I know you and your personality is so infectious. So I know that to be true. Wait, Carla Gamble is checking in. She said, yes, Meeka.
Carla.
Aisha, she shares, hey, hi, Boo, one of our love lights. I just love it. And wait, Aisha, you on there shopping? She says, yes, we do have a good time. And yes, you will be addicted. Laughing, shopping, and then laughing again. Okay, family. Okay. So Meeka, tell me, so is there a different entrepreneur each night or each week, or how does it work?
Yes. So my goal, Carol, is to be like, I'm a little bit older. So I remember my grandma used to get the TV guide. So
yes.
I wanted to be a Black Live Shop network. That's my dream. That's my vision. That's what it is. I'm starting where I am. And I started with Instagram. So in the future, we're testing it out now. Herb Fusion comes on every Monday at 12. So we're going to start getting into programming, just like your show is programmed, right? But we have about 10 people that are already programmed, right? And then all of the other spots for the month are other Black owned businesses. Now there are requirements, right? Because we want to make sure that you're getting quality items. You're going to get your stuff. This person is not going to be going next year when you want to re-up on something. No, we want to invest. It's two ways. I supply service not only to the Black businesses, but our audience, our ABE tribe. So we have to make sure that it is mutual. We have to make sure that you're getting your products, the person is going to be there, and it's quality. And then on the business end, I supply a built-in audience that's ready to shop. Not play, shop. Not play.
Right, shop. So there's a vetting. There is a legitimate vetting process. Family, you hear this? Meeka is sharing with us. That is Meeka Johnson, who is the founder of All Black Everything Pop Up. I want to say that slowly so that you hear it clearly, so that we can all meet there and begin shopping. Because I have not shopped yet. I am afraid. I am so afraid right now, Meeka, with everybody who is checking in saying, oh, absolutely. Yes, we are all addicted. Yes, we all, we all have a ball, and so will you. But for those of you who have just joined us, welcome, welcome, welcome. You are tuned in to Love and Life with Carol Riddick right here on WURD. We're talking about life as we always do, but right here, we're talking about the love of us. We're talking about the love of shopping. We're talking about just love overall. And Meeka shares that it was as a result of her love of helping us, okay, find the things that we need. Because that's what it is. You're a caregiver. That's what it is. That's what I heard. You said, I want everybody to have what they need and I want to be able to facilitate. So that's what I heard. So because Meeka is the caregiver that she is making sure we are all well satisfied. I'm going to take one moment and go to our phone lines before we go to a commercial break. Ron is joining us on line one. Hey there, Ron. Happy Monday.
Hi, Cal. Hi, Miss Meeka. Before I make my comments real quick, I just want to say to you, you asked the question, why? You don't know why that, where you're at now. It says, ask and she'll be given. And when you do it for the greater good, yourself and other people, that's why, man. So you're always going to be using that why. Why is this? Why is that? And it's an answer for it. You take a little inventory with yourself, and you get your answer right there. So I'm glad your business is doing very well. I want to say this to WRD and Love and Life and WRD, the station. The Philadelphia Corporation got in touch with me. I had spoke down there before. And it's not ironic. It's not ironic that that's happening, but they're listening at this station, Love and Life, and other programs where we talk about the elders in the least of these. And they're having a program that's going to be called Community Outreach. And I would take it upon myself. I called today, and I talked to one of the directors that's going to put that together. And I'm going to ask him to allow me to speak about this Love and Life on WRD and the rest of the station, because a lot of people listen at this station and what we say. So I am truly grateful. And as far as Brian Ruskin is concerned, I certainly have the privilege to meet with Miss Jenny Shanker, the one that's doing our thing at Temple University with Dr. Charles Boxman, which I got a chance to talk with him. So it's a small world, but there are big things that is going on in this world. And I say to you and Cal and Auntie and Roxy and all the people, Malcolm, all the guys that's listening, keep on sharing and participating in the help support team that comes out of Love and Life. It's so encouraging. And when you take leadership, ma'am, sometimes you can get sort of discouraged. But when that happens, when you want to take inventory in your life like you're doing with your business, you and Cal and all the rest of us, and just know that we all have contributed. And I say this closing. I thank the Almighty God for what He has given me. I'm not talking no tangibles or anything like that. And what I received today, a word that is significant, because words are significant to me. Hope all y'all would just take care of your health. Please, ladies, I know Cal had a show about that. I want to say this. My situation, because I'm a very intuitive man, I'm not gullible, I'm not none of those things. Because of my communication skills with the medical people in person, I'm able to get what I got today without any surgery. The body heals itself. Where's our faith? And I say to all y'all, always say this, there's cleansing in the tears. I bear witness to this. Yeah. So I thank you very much, and remember Love and Life. When I go there, I'm going to mention this station. A lot of people listen at this station. And ma'am, I know my cup went up over, but when Carol, the least of these calling on this station with situation, Malcolm and them listen at them, and Carol handle them with dignity. And the people she handled with dignity. That's a special, and that's the medicine that they need to hear someone. So I will be, the Lord let me live. I'm going to mention Love and Life, WRD. Thank you, man.
Thank you so so much, Ron. Thank you as always. Family, listen, it's time for us to take a commercial break, but know that the phone lines are still open and feel free to continue to comment on our socials. Whatever you do, though, stay with us because we will be right back.
Stay connected on the go with the new and improved Word Radio app. Search Word Radio in your app store. Stream every show with increased clarity. Easily access Word TV, EcoWord, and Livelihood. Start or renew your 4-word membership and buy Word swag. Remember, Black Media Matters. Get the new and improved Word Radio app today. Available on Google Play and the Apple App Store.
Calling all Black men on Saturday, June 8th at 7 a.m. to join Sharif Street and Solomon Jones at Black Men's Wellness Day, Temple University. Free health screening and a 5K walk. Bring your family to Black Men Wellness Day on Saturday, June 8th at 7 a.m. to save Black men's lives. Learn more at aawellness.org. It's a family affair. Sponsored by Gilead, Johnson & Johnson, Guidenza, Aetna, Myriad Genetics, Phillies, Crossroads, UPMC Health Plan, and Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine.
Sometimes I just cannot believe all the storms we've gone through here.
I can only hope that we'll be able to leave this house to you one day, baby. You're our legacy.
Planning for these disasters will make sure we're safe. It is the best way to protect that legacy. You know what? We should make an emergency communication plan. That way we're ready this year. At my dorm, we have emergency kits for earthquakes and wildfires, but I'm sure there's something more local I can send you with a link.
Okay, smart.
Protect your legacy. Visit ready.gov/plan for the tools and tips you need to start your emergency preparedness plan today. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Tune in this Friday, May 3rd at 4 p.m. for a special conversation on being biracial. This conversation features podcast hosts Darylise Lyons and Malcolm Burnley and moderated by WURD's own general manager, Ashanti Martin. This will be a provocative discussion about identity, belonging, and a variety of biracial and multiracial experiences. That's a special broadcast on Being Biracial, Friday, May 3rd at 4 p.m. only on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media.
Long nose, what's the word, boy? What's the word? What's the word?
WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media.
You're listening to Love and Life with Carol Riddick on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media.
And we are back. Welcome back to Love and Life with Carol Riddick right here on WURD. We are talking with Meeka Johnson in this hour, who is the founder of the All Black Everything Pop-Up. I do want to share that Heather Wilson is joining us. I see you, Love Light. Thaddeus Juan Cradle is joining us as well. And Chen Harris says that's what it is, talking about ABE, that it is a time. It is a time. Shares the Black Live Shop networking. I love it. I love it. I love it. And Herb shares, and I wanted to mention this because I think this is so sweet, that Meeka, you have helped her to grow so much in her business. So I really think that's so sweet. So I want to share with our families about your upcoming event. I do want to talk more about, some of your past accomplishments as well, but it's so important that we share what you have coming up so that everyone can participate. Please do tell us about CandleCon.
The love of candles. Who loves candles? Put it in the comments. Put it in the chat. Baby, it's nothing like candle lovers. Y'all are like almost like sports enthusiasts. Y'all love candles. Y'all will be out in the rain in a line when that sale comes on for that other company. Well, it's so many beautiful black
Yes,
and
ma'am.
brown companies, candle makers, artists, what you call it, perfume, it's so many of them, and we're going to have them all under one roof. And when I say I loved putting this together, it's the love of the craft. It's the things that they come up with. Look at this. This is a charcuterie board, right? But they're
What?
all wax melts. This is from Heaven Sent
Uh,
Candles.
Meeka. See what I'm saying? Don't you?
Look at the art. Now this is all wax melts. So if you like wax melts, and this is the scent is like strawberry. All of them are strawberry, but look at the art in this. It's so many beautiful. When I
I
say beautiful
love that. No, I love that.
candles, they do it up. So I'm just happy to have them all under one roof. We have an amazing speaker coming in. She is the queen of candles, Carol. Her name is Shan Greggs. She owns Simply Scents in Houston, Texas. She'll be there talking to all these beautiful black candle owners. And they're not just from the tri-state. We have people coming as far as Florida, Houston.
What?
Yes, it's CandleCon. And it's the first one ever. And it's going to be in Philadelphia. And me and my good friend Aisha, AIB Marketing, our vision is to have these in other places to bring all the candle community together under love, under the pretense of love,
Yes.
under the pretense of making money, under the
Yes.
pretense of community, and under the pretense of having a brave space. We're never safe. We had that little earthquake. You never know what's going to happen, honey. But a
Oh.
brave space to be your candle self,
What?
and come and have an audience to buy and learn about your product. That's what it's about.
Okay, so I'm gonna just do this right now. When you're in grade school, that's what I would do that right now because I see that I am in trouble. I am in trouble. No, you have no idea. I love candles. I love oils. I love melts. I have all of it in every single room in my house. Every single room. I mean, the closet. See, I have.
That's what I said. The closet. When I was on a Fox 29 Carol, I said they even have them in the closet when you a real candle.
Because I love beautiful scents. It's something about it has a calming effect for me. So when I play my meditation music, that just adds another level to it. It starts with the scents, though, for me. Oh, heavens to Murgatroyd. Wait, we do have some family members that are joining us on our phone lines. We're going to go to line one. Hi there. Thank you so much for joining us and welcome to the conversation.
Yes, praise the Lord, Carol, and
all day, every day.
Word family. This is Rosalind calling, and I didn't know what the topic was, but since you mentioning oils, I'm standing at the corner of Broad and Cecil B. Moore with Brother Yaya. And
yes,
he has a stand here, and he has oils and soap, and he makes them by scratch, and turmeric and black soap, and what you call this, Yaya?
She better do the commercial. Miss Rosalind, you better do the commercial.
Okay, no, but I have bought some personal. I wear white diamond, and it's hard to find. And matter of fact, he makes his from scratch, so I can pay some money, and I haven't been out. And I just wanted to give him a shout out. He usually be down Broad in Allegheny, but he's over here trying to school these children on, get off the street, do something better with their life. But when she was saying about her products and everything, I used to have candles all over, and nothing like coming into a beautiful, gorgeous smelling house. Oh my
goodness,
so
nothing
right
like it.
Topic. So I'm going to listen in more, but if you're in the area, Cecil B. Moore, come down and give the brother a play, okay?
Thank you.
Keep me in prayer, and I miss y'all. Soon I'll be back out, okay? God
we
bless
love it.
y'all.
Be
Okay, I
careful
love
out
you.
there. You be careful
I
out there.
will. All right.
Okay. And
Bye-bye.
thank you. How about that?
Love
But
to everyone.
thank you for making
Yeah,
us
yeah, yeah,
aware.
got you on blast, and he's going to become a member soon. Okay.
We love it. We love to hear it. Family, do you hear that? See, it's nothing but love. Here's nothing but love. In this hour, we are talking with the extraordinary Meeka Johnson. We are talking about all Black everything pop up. Yes, we are. And if you missed her say it, she shared that the first ever CandleCon event is coming up. Please tell us when, where, from what time, all that good stuff. Is there a registration process? Like, what do we need to do?
Oh, me a bit, Carol. First of all, shout out to Yaya. He been vending since 1908.
Yes, yes,
Just saying, big shout out to Yaya. Listen, if you in this vendor game, it's a community. It's just so dope. Anyway, CandleCon, May 5th, single day candle, 990 Spring Garden Street. They done did the spaghetti warehouse over, baby. It's
I love it.
beautiful in there. At the location 215, 12 to 6 p.m. Come and get your candles. We don't only just have a candle market, we have a non-candle market too. So if you want a bag, if you want a bag, if you want some sunglasses, if you want some oil,
No. I love it. I love it.
if you want some wine, you can get that too there as well. So let me sit up here and get myself together. But baby, we gonna have a time.
Everything. So we can expect a little bit of everything at CandleCon.
A little bit of everything, but it's mostly focused on the candles. Like I said, we have a great host. She's from Philly. Her name is still Britt. She does all of the perfume on social media. She's our perfume bestie, so she's an influencer, a lifestyle influencer. She'll be hosting the event. We're going to have Chase Bank there for the businesses to learn different programs that they're doing in our community, not just in Philadelphia, but all over Chase Bank. We're going to have different workshops as well, Carol, throughout the day.
Workshops as well. Okay.
Succulents, flower making workshop, crystal and candle workshop. Shout out to our workshops. And guess what? At the end, full circle moment. Guess who's going to be performing? Because we always got to have a performance at my event. I'm from Philly. We going to have some entertainment, okay? Last year was Carol. Last year it was my girl, right? So listen, we are going to have a Kill the Vibe.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Full circle moment. Worked with his parents at their store, was a baby. We had Carla Gamble last time. I tried to get Philly artists. We had Carla Gamble our last event. Our first event, we had Chemist. And this event, we're going to have a Kill the Vibe. And he's going to hip-hop croon us with his new album. And I can't wait. Was a baby when
I was about to say, that really is a full circle moment. From his parents, we kindred the family soul to him. That is, oh wow, Meeka.
A time.
Talk about
Come on
love.
out, 12 to 6. The tickets are like 2 for $20. So bring a friend and let's just have a great time. Listen, this CandleCon was very spiritual to me. Philly needs some light. And when you get into candles and you start getting into the light of it, and I'm not just talking about the light, like the light, I'm talking about making things light too, like off of you. You will understand that this is really needed, and it's really needed in our community. That is a little bit deeper than the sense, but the light, candles are light.
As I'm listening to you say that, and you are so right. You're so right. You're so right. Can you tell us some of the vendors that will be present?
Yes, we are going to have Soy Wicks from Philadelphia. Little Bougie Bag. She has all of her different perfumes, oils, and candles. She'll be in our luxury section. We're going to have wine. We're going to have a wine bar, a sangria and wine bar. This is the Divine Experience. We also will have Give Wine there. That will be our wine bar. Look at this little cute cup that says bougie-ish. If great Mother's Day gifts too, because you know Mother's Day is
I was
on
about to
our
say.
hills. On our hills.
Yes, yes.
We're going to have this candle vendor right here, Dreamy designer events. She does all of these cool glasses and margaritas and cocktails, and they are candles. We'll have this sis here. I love her. Her name is Meeka as well. This wax melt board,
Yes.
she'll be here. It is called Heaven Sent Candles. She'll be in the house. And then, of course, our regulars will have Love and Charm
I
with
mean,
the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful vacation bag. We'll have my earrings and my bracelet. It's from Kelly's Clothing Boutique. We're going to have a great time, you guys.
okay.
Whatever you need, you could come. Mother's Day gifts or gifts for you.
Listen, before we go any further, can you please repeat the IG handle? Can you please repeat how everybody can find out more information and tell us how to get tickets?
The tickets are at blacksoulsummer.com. That's a black event.
Black Soul Summer.
Yup, blacksoulsummer.com right here in the comments. Thank you, Aisha. /CandleCon. You can also get them from our Instagram page, All Black Everything Pop Up. You can also get it from our Facebook page, All Black Everything Pop Up. We are All Black Everything Pop Up on every single social platform. And again, blacksoulsummer.com. When you go on their page, they show all the different events. You could just click on CandleCon. And we are going to have a time. I'm so happy. Love and Life family, if you want some love on May 5th, before you go out to Shenanigan City, before you do your shenanigans, 12 to 6, come and party with us. Join our wine bar. Get some entertainment. Get some workshops. And get some candles.
No, that's right. I know that's right. You said before you go out to Shenanigan City. I know that's right. Oh, wait, I believe we have another family member that is waiting on the phone lines to talk with us. We're going to take this call before we go to commercial break. Hello there, and thank you so much for calling.
Carol, how you doing, honey?
Hey, friendly Fred, how are you?
I'm just so tired, but I'm spiritually, I feel good, though. I know you say we love our children and we love our babies.
We do. We do. I know I do.
Beautiful. I just want to talk to you. I know you have children and you are single. Our children need father figures, and I need you. It will be so beautiful and love and understanding. I'm so lonely. You are not alone. I am here with you. Our children are so beautiful, and it will be so beautiful and loving, a loving father. Family is the center of God's plan for happiness and progress of his children. The Holy Bible teaches that God established families from the beginning, and it shows us many examples of strong families. It also teaches us how to have a loving, happy family. Children need fathers just as they need mothers too.
Mm-hmm.
To love them and to respond to their needs, making them feel valued and understood. Fathers and father figures make vital contribution to their children's development. So I had to share that.
Thank you so much for that, friendly Fred. Always, just thank you for being a beacon of light. We so appreciate you. The family, we are talking with Meeka Johnson in this hour, and we're welcoming all the love, because I don't in any way want to sound dismissive, because I am not. You know I'm not, because I love you all. But we are about to take a commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to share some more love. We're going to spread some more love, and we're going to talk some more about CandleCon. Okay, because I know you want to know more. I know you do. I do. So stay with us, because we're coming right back.
Hey there, this is Tech Life Steph, and I want you to join me for a special Philly Tech Week event hosted by Word Radio, Diverse Force, and P4 Hub. On Wednesday, May 8th, I'll be moderating a conversation called Artificial Intelligence, Black Realities. This panel and tech networking event are taking place from 6 to 9 p.m. at P4 Hub, 4537 Wayne Avenue, Suite 202 in Philadelphia. We'll examine the impact of AI on Black communities and explore what opportunities and challenges this technology presents. We'll focus on how AI can reinforce systemic racism, but also how AI literacy can empower us as a community. You do have to register for this event. Go to wordradio.com/techweek to reserve your free tickets. This event is a part of Philly Tech Week and brought to you by Comcast, Pico, and the Pennsylvania Lottery. Hope to see you there.
Are you wet shaving? You'll get razor bumps.
Nah, Pops, I'm good with Gillette Skin Guard. How long you been growing that beard mama hates anyway?
Since 77, I shaved and got ingrown so bad.
That's why I use the Gillette Skin Guard razor, face scrub, shave gel, and moisturizer. So I don't have to worry about new razor bumps or shaving irritation.
Gillette Skin Guard, huh? Your mama's gonna love this one.
The best a man can get keeps getting better with Gillette Skin Guard. Buy now at a retailer near you.
Tune in to Eco Word Magazine, hosted by POC, the first Friday at 10 a.m. for the PA Lottery Eco Word Fact of the Month. Brought to you by PA Lottery, benefiting older Pennsylvanians every day.
These days, my happy place feels a little happier, even if the fish aren't biting.
Mental health care is working for Diego. See what it can do for you at mentalhealthcareworks.org. A message from the American Psychiatric Association Foundation.
Long nose, what's the word, boy? What's the word? What's the word?
WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media.
Let me tell you something, and don't you ever forget it. Success is nothing without someone you love to share it with.
You're listening to Love and Life with Carol Riddick on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media.
Hey there, family. Welcome back. You are tuned in to Love and Life with Carol Riddick right here on WURD. We're talking with our love light, Meeka Johnson, that is. Now, she shared so much information with us. I want to make sure everybody has the proper information. We've been talking about the All Black Everything pop-up. That's what we've been talking about because she is the founder of the All Black Everything pop-up. She shared with us about shopping on live, which I'm just going to have to dig into. Heavens to Murgatroyd. Can you remind us first when we can shop on the All Black Everything pop-up? When can we shop?
On Instagram, Monday through Friday at 9 p.m.
Right after I get off air. Whoa, why are you trying to set me up? And Aisha, I'm going to get you too. I love you to pieces, but I'm going to get you too. Y'all are setting me up. They're setting me up, family. But I will be on there. Yes, I will. So we can shop Monday through Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern time.
Eastern time, yes.
We can shop 9 p.m. Eastern time for 1 hour.
Yes, we shop. The show is from 9 to 10:30 p.m. But we usually shop. I mean, like I said, we have all different things.
Intro.
Yes. So it's like a full hour. So good.
Okay, so we have to be on time. So 9 p.m. Eastern time, family, on All Black Everything pop-up. That's the IG as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But you should also put on your calendars CandleCon. All Black Everything is having the first ever CandleCon, but don't go and just expect to see candles. Okay, there are candles, there are melts, there's jewelry, there's there's some wine. I'll say there are bags. There's a little bit of everything. If you missed Meeka talk about it, she shared that it's an event that will feature in excess of 25 Black-owned candle makers. Okay, so we're talking about businesses who are specializing in luxury, novelty, and specialty items.
Yes, all
It
the
doesn't get any
candles.
better than that.
It doesn't. It doesn't, Carol. We're gonna have a great time. Y'all are going to have a great time. Y'all gonna see and love up on and love shopping with all of these amazing Black brands.
Well, I have got to share this. So, Netta, a love light is checking in. Netta Mason Smith shares, I'm so excited to be a part of the first CandleCon in Philadelphia. I'm looking forward to a time being had and meeting and learning from other beautiful businesses. Love you, Meeka. Alfred says, it sounds awesome. And Herb Fusion shares, setting you up for success in my Meeka voice. I know that's right.
I love
Jacqueline.
up for success.
That's because you are. Jacqueline Brody Davis is checking in, and I love this. Blacknificent. I love that. Jacqueline shares, be Blacknificent. Can I put that in my pocket? I love that. I love that. Okay. Herb shares, shop with us, and then Cinco de Mayo. I know that's right. I know that's right. Oh, family, family, family. I'm telling you, I'm like excited about it. I'm excited. May 5th. From what time? What time will the event take
12
place?
p.m. to 6 p.m. Whoever does that Blacknificent, your comment was so fly. I hope you make that a shirt. Like
Okay.
her whole tagline. I know she is loving life. She comes on a lot. Your tagline is a shirt, child. Make it. We will
You
buy
hear
it.
me? Look, I'm going to share it again. Look, be blessed, be safe, be Blacknificent. I
Beautiful.
love it. Wait a minute.
Right?
Okay, so we've got some help here. Fire Red Designs LLC shares from 12 until 6 p.m. on May 5th. Okay, I want to make sure, family, for those of you who did not hear, it will take place at 990 Spring Garden Street. Okay, that's CandleCon. That's CandleCon. And I want to make sure I don't miss anything about CandleCon that we need to share with our family members.
I mean, go ahead, Carol.
No, well, I wanted to talk, some more about you and Aisha as well, but I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Did I miss anything about CandleCon?
No, it's just going to be a great time. It's going to be a great
I
time.
mean,
We have a lot. We had the Black Candle Makers Club coming from Texas to help teach these candle makers and invite them into their community as well. So just an awesome time.
see, this sounds like so much fun. So much fun. I do want to share with our family members that you have been a recipient of the Word Community Impact Award. You were also recognized as a Joan Shep Woman of Style and Substance. And you were also a recipient of the Missing Plug Media Award. I wanted, like I was sharing earlier, I wanted to make sure we dedicated as much time as possible to your upcoming event. But it was important to me to share with our family members that, like, this isn't, like you said, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this because you've been doing this. You've been working hard. You've been helping others. When I say you've been a beacon, you really, really, really have, and you continue to be. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for connecting dots, and for creating community in some spaces and continuing community in others. So thank you, Meeka.
Thank you. Like, it's about what this is love and life, right? And Carol, like, we have had a life. We have had a life, and we're at this point, and it's just like, what have I done with my life? I know if I leave here today or tomorrow that I did what I was supposed to do with my life. I might not be the richest person on earth,
Yes,
but
you are.
my riches come from all these Black businesses that's in these comments, knowing that I'm setting them up for success, knowing that I'm going 100,000% for them, because I wish I had it. I wish I had all this when I started my first business, Carol. Back in the day. Like, I wish I had this internet, this Instagram. Baby, I'm trying to figure out how you don't use it. I wish I had this back then. So I'm going to make sure that I shout from the mountains and make these spaces, these brave spaces for these Black businesses to come in, like Yaya, like Brother Ron, like all these different vendors, that they can have a space in the future to have an income for their family.
Mm-hmm.
I love Black businesses. I love us, and not just some of us. I love us. I
Mm-hmm.
love us, not
Mm-hmm.
just
That's
some
a
of us.
blanket statement.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
not just some of us. I love us, and my ministry is Black businesses, and that's what I'm supposed to do with my life, and I love doing that with my life.
And I love that you love that. And it shows though. It shows. I mean, look at how much love you are receiving in the comments. Everybody is saying, thank you so much. I mean, it shows you don't just talk, you walk the talk. And you too, Aisha Winfield, that is everybody. She's another love light. You better come on over here and talk to us, Aisha. That's what you better do. I'm calling you.
Yes.
I'm calling you. Yes. Alfred shares, you are such a beautiful soul, Meeka. And I am in total agreement. She truly is. So, family, all Black everything pop up. Go on to IG, all Black everything pop up. Go onto the internet, all Black everything pop up. But be sure that you attend the CandleCon event, first ever, that will take place on May 5th from noon until 6 p.m. at 990 Spring Garden Street. When I tell you, I'm going to repeat this because I want you to know, because Meeka has worked so hard to curate this amazing event. She shares that it is an event that will feature in excess of 25 Black-owned candle makers specializing in luxury, novelty, and specialty items. Okay? It doesn't get any better than that. Meeka, will you come back to see us? Will you come back to spend some time with us again?
Always. I'm always on Facebook watching, and this is just a great show. I'm glad that WRD is really talking, like not just talking and walking. That progressive Black talk media, they are doing it. I love the new shows. It just was a new show that just aired. I think it was Sunday. Like, I love the new programming. Yeah, I love POC. I love you. I love this new programming. It's young, it's fun, it's fly, and that's it.
I love it. And we love you. You already know that. We just love you. So, family, you have met another extraordinary individual. Those of you who were unaware and unfamiliar, Meeka Johnson, all Black everything pop up. We will see you 9 p.m. Eastern time on IG Live. Meeka, I know I will. Oh, heavens to Murgatroyd. Family, stay with us. We're going to take a short commercial break, but when we come back, we have some more extraordinary human beings with whom we are going to converse. Okay, so don't leave us. Stay here because we're coming right back. Bye, Meeka.
It's the WURD Hot 60. Hot 60. Here's the hottest 60 seconds you missed on Evening Words.
Dr. Stephen Tyson, tell us a little bit about your role as City Year and what City Year does and how it helps provide opportunities for young people.
Most definitely. So, yeah, I'm a program director there. So we currently are serving 13 schools in the school district of Philadelphia. I oversee the programming of City Year at 5 of those schools. I have the academies at Roxborough High School, Kensington High School, Kensington Classic, I should say, Alany High School, Edwin Forrest Elementary, and Southwark Elementary. But we are also in 8 additional schools. And the best part about City Year, this is my 7th year here at City Year, and it's such a unique organization in the fact that we really do our best as a staff and as an organization really to pour into the professional development of our young people, specifically the young 18 to 24-year-olds that are volunteering and signing up as AmeriCorps service members to work with 3rd through 10th grade students in the school district of Philly.
And that's your hottest 60 seconds from Evening Words on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media.
Word Radio Digital Tip of the Month with Stephanie Humphrey is brought to you by Comcast.
Learning something new is challenging at any age, but learning about technology can be especially challenging for seniors. Cyber Seniors is an organization that enlists volunteers to help senior citizens learn all about tech. There are daily webinars on cybersecurity, social media, or just tech basics. And there are even exercise webinars too. Every week, Cyber Seniors hosts a tech drop-in where you can hop on the webinar and ask any tech question you have. And if you need more help, you can schedule a one-on-one call with a volunteer. There are so many benefits of the internet and technology, like staying connected with family and friends, communicating with your doctors, shopping, and a lot more. And now you don't have to be left out just because you're a little older. Visit www.cyberseniors.org to check out all they have to offer. Stay tuned to WURD for more tips and stay connected with us at wordradio.com.
Staying active and healthy as we age starts with strong bones. To keep your bones strong, you need calcium, vitamin D, and regular exercise. A bone density test called DEXA helps detect low bone mass and bone disease called osteoporosis. If you're 65 or older, Medicare provides free bone density tests every 2 years. Ask your doctor to schedule yours. For more information on how to be bone strong, visit pathtogoodbonehealth.org.
Hi, I'm Gary LaVox. One thing you know about me is I used to be the lead singer of Rascal Flatts. But what you might not know is I now use my voice to support paralyzed veterans of America. Did you know buses and trains are accessible, but airplanes aren't? It is why I support PVA. Today, PVA is fighting for accessible air travel, a basic civil right for our nation's disabled veterans and all people with disabilities. Our nation's heroes fought for your independence. So join me in the fight for theirs at PVA.org.
Celebrating Black excellence worldwide and bringing joy and power to the people. This is WURD 900 AM and 96.1 FM, Philadelphia. Streaming online on wordradio.com and the Word Radio app.
What is love?
You're listening to Love and Life on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media.
I think I know what love is.
Well, hey there, family. Welcome back. Welcome to Love and Life with Carol Riddick right here on WURD. Welcome to the top of the second hour, that is. So we just had an hour with our love light, Meeka Johnson, talking about, now y'all know I don't need to talk about shopping, okay? Let me just tell you that. I don't need to talk about shopping. And I feel like she set me up because she said I can go on IG Live at 9 p.m. As soon as we say goodnight, y'all know where I'm going to be. Y'all know I'm going to be on IG Live shopping tonight. Oh, heavens to Murgatroyd. But you know I love us. You know I love us because I tell you every day that I do. So I'm going to enjoy, pouring into us. I'm going to enjoy spending some money and putting some money in our pockets. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's what we need to do, right? That's what we love to do and need to do. I so appreciate her dedication to spotlighting and highlighting Black-owned businesses. I do. All right. So I was telling you that I have some extraordinary individuals that we are going to have a conversation with in this hour. Well, guess what? You already met one. She's a love light of ours. And she was sharing with us when she visited about her husband. And I said, well, y'all gonna have to come back and talk with us because we need to know more. And you said the same thing when she was visiting with us. So I'm so happy that they have obliged. They are accommodating because, listen, when you have babies, it takes a lot. You got to carve out time, okay? When you got little people. So they have obliged and accommodated, and they've come tonight to talk with us about their journeys. I'm not going to talk too much because I could all by myself. I'm going to bring them into the room and welcome you to the conversation with none other than Jamil and Rick Rivers. Well, hello there, love lights.
Hi. Hey, how you doing?
Doing well, thank you. How are you both?
Doing good. Yeah.
Well, you look wonderful. Jamil, I see Jamil looking even better than you did the last. Yes, you do. I see you shining over there.
All right now.
You are. Family, tell her, y'all saw, y'all remember. But in any event, when you visited with us, you were talking with us about your cancer thriving journey.
Yes.
And you shared that your husband too had a cancer experience. And that was when I said, okay, please talk with us. We need to know more. We need to know everything about that because it's oftentimes we'll have a family member come on and talk about their individual experience, but it was my first experience hearing from someone that their other half had also had an experience. Oh, look, look, I'm being corrected. Alfred said they both look fantastic. Yes, you do. I'm terrible. But I've just gotten out of the habit of telling a woman's husband that he looks, fantastic. So, yes, you do. Yes, you do. But I was so touched when you shared with us not only your own journey, Jamil, but when you shared with us that your husband too had an experience. And I could not imagine. I just could not imagine maintaining a household, having little people, because
Right.
that's a whole nother,
Yes.
a whole nother component, but maintaining little people and then trying to maintain and sustain,
Right.
Yes. So if you wouldn't mind, Jamil, because we spoke with you first and you were the family was introduced to you first. Would you mind sharing with us once again just a little of your story and how we brought Rick into the conversation, if you don't mind?
Yeah, absolutely. So I was diagnosed with stage 4 metastatic breast cancer. So stage 4 from the start in 2018. And was shocked because my youngest at the time was in kindergarten. We had 3 boys and had already gone through a cancer diagnosis with my husband and a liver transplant. So, it's just shocked that lightning struck twice. And that's really what catapulted me into getting involved with advocacy, launching my organization just to make sure that I could get the best care possible. Dr. Google said I had 3 years. And so I said, well, I'm not going to focus on probability. I'm going to focus on possibility and just took it one day at a time. And so I'm still here.
Family, I'm sure you will recall when we had that conversation. I was trying to gather myself when Jamil was sharing. So, Rick, welcome, welcome, welcome to the conversation. Yes, you two look fantastic. So, I'm going to reiterate. You're welcome. But Malcolm shares he remembers your story well. So, we thank you both for coming. But, Rick, when Jamil came, when she shared that information with you, can you talk with us first about that experience? What I can't imagine. How did that what went through your mind?
Right. So when she told me that she had breast cancer and the stage that she had, that it was very impactful. It was very impactful. I mean, it didn't floor me because I myself had already gone through cancer once, prior to hearing that and then realizing, okay, well, we went through it with me. So, we kind of know more or less what to expect, but it was a different cancer, a different stage. So we were kind of preparing ourselves, and I was in protector mode. I was there to protect her, to, hold her up, when she was feeling down and things like that. So instead of feeling sad myself or, any of the worries, I was there just, all right, what's the next thing we do? Like I just jumped into action and wanted to see where she was, what she needed, what did the doctors say, and just kind of go from there.
I'm telling you, I commend you both. I truly do, because Jamil, not only did you receive this diagnosis, but you had this whole experience and you two are along this journey. I mean, you've always been along it together, but you started advocating for others. And Rick, you said, okay, basically, because what I'm hearing, that my takeaway from what you just said was, okay, well, we went, we were on this street before. So, I'm a little familiar with some things in this neighborhood. So we've got those, we've already visited those spots. We've been past those. So, okay. So what's next?
Exactly.
When I tell you, I mean, it sounds like you put on your cape. I'm about to cry because, well, I'm a very sensitive human being, but I can't imagine, here you are. This is your wife. This is your love. This is your heart on the outside. And she's telling you something that others might interpret as, a sentence for something else, and you said, okay, well, we got this. We got this.
Yeah. That's exactly how it was.
Oh my goodness. Jamil. No wonder you said, well, okay, well, let me put on these gloves, roll up these sleeves, and and start helping some other people. You too. I mean, that is just amazing to me. So what was it like raising your children in the midst of all of that?
Well, I can say that when Rick went through his cancer diagnosis, they were infants, primarily. And my oldest, my stepson, was 11.
Yeah.
But the younger two were infants. So they really didn't have to witness too much. And we tried to be transparent and forthcoming and answer questions. So it wasn't really too exposed to too much that wasn't explanatory. But of course, me being stage 4, my youngest one, it was funny because he was in kindergarten and he came in the room and he said, "I know you're wearing a wig, mommy. I want to see you. I'm not leaving this room until I see you without the wig." And I'm just, what?
Oh, these little people.
Yes, little people. He'd been here before.
Is what?
I was so concerned. I didn't really want their day-to-day lives to change. And I also didn't want my husband to be overwhelmed. So that was part of me learning about the support resources outside of the home to try to tap into those. And so I also didn't want them to have that memory of him lugging them into the van and then having to come to the hospital and seeing me all nauseated and sick and, bald and all that. So I just pretty much utilized external resources to get to the hospital and go through chemo and all that. But I wanted their day-to-day lives to kind of be the same experience so they wouldn't have that. And I was able to find books in order to kind of explain what cancer is and that it's not like catching a cold and it's not, just for them to kind of understand what it is and what it means. But yeah, I was so concerned about them being traumatized about me being bald.
Kids, they don't. And I work with kids. I have a whole story about me wearing a wig one day, and oh my goodness, my baby said, "Don't worry." Yeah, I told everybody. What do you mean?
And I learned, that day I said, well, all right, well, this is a family. We're all going to support each other and be transparent and honest. And, and it was funny because I took the wig off. He saw me bald and he was like, okay.
Because he loves mommy.
Right.
It wasn't even about that wig. It had nothing to do with the wig. It had nothing to do with anything but mommy and daddy. And that speaks volumes about the two of you. That speaks volumes about your relationship and who you are as individuals. Quite honestly, I mean, that's the way that I see it. Your baby knew enough. Your baby knew love enough. Your baby was loved enough to recognize and to be able to show you love in return and say, "Oh, I don't care about that. I want to see you." And I love that. To be a baby and say, because like you said, that was your focus in the moment. Like, I don't want my babies. And the baby said, "I want to see you, mommy."
Right.
I want to see you. So that I love that. I so love that. But I mean, listen, dad just said, "Okay, well, mommy came home and said, all right." So dad rolled up his sleeves and said, "All right, so let's get to work." But I was thinking, I can't imagine, because I don't know what the physicality is of when you have when you're diagnosed with stage 4 metastatic cancer. My imagination is that you are fatigued, and that's probably an understatement.
Right.
So I was thinking, here you are, you have a preteen and 2 babies, because an 11-year-old is for all intents and purposes. I'd say a preteen. So you've got a preteen and you've got 2 babies, and your mom, your wife, and I was thinking, you share about how you were going to explain this to them, how the 2 of you were going to help them through this. And in my mind, I'm thinking of the physicality and the weight of it all on you physically. And so I'm curious to know, at the time you were diagnosed, Rick, were you fully in remission at the time that Jamil was diagnosed?
Yes. So I had at the time, so the cancer I had prior to Jamil getting her diagnosis was I had colon cancer. And my colon cancer was caught very early on, and it was
God.
essentially was stage 1. Unfortunately, the treatment option that best worked for me was a total colectomy. So I had my entire colon removed, and that was 2 major surgeries. And so I went through both of those surgeries, and the in-between rest or recuperation stage that came in between those 2 surgeries. So that those were, that was kind of my treatment. So I didn't have the cancer chemotherapy that or the symptoms of that Jamil went through with hers. My treatment required something else, but still with mine, I had my own set of circumstances and, not complications, but, the things that go with having the surgeries and
sure.
Having had an ileostomy in between process. Like there's a whole bunch of other stuff that goes with that. So, I have a very well understanding of how it is to feel exhausted and pain and discomfort. And I was working, pretty much during that whole time. So I had my surgeries, but I never really stopped working. I stopped for the minimum amount of time that was required for me to stop working, but I still worked in between the 2 surgeries. And then after the surgeries, I went back to work after the minimum, like it was about 3 to 6 weeks that I had to stop and actually recuperate and then get right back to work. So I was working, and at the time I was working in a car dealership in the parts department. So my job was to work. So I was still having to do my job while recuperating, having to deal with cancer prior to the surgeries and then afterwards.
Oh my gosh, Rick. God has truly blessed you both. I know you know this, but hearing your individual experiences and your shared experience in all of this, and then just processing this myself, because that's a lot. That is a lot. That's so much. And because here you're the man of the house. You're your dad, your husband, and you, how? Well, I know how. I'm about to ask a question I already know the answer to. I know how. I definitely know how. But I just commend you both because, of course, in order to do it, although he gives us the strength and the ability, you have to be willing and you have to be faithful, and you have to push forward. You have to push forward. So I'm thinking of, they say for better or for worse. And there are a whole lot of things that are in those marriage vows. I know you both were saying, well, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. But it feels to me, from what I'm hearing from the 2 of you, it feels to me like, your bond is stronger as a result of all of that, because you both have probably needed each other in ways that you had not even imagined prior to having these experiences. Would you say there's truth to that?
Yeah, we definitely leaned on each other, the entire time, and I mean, you can't fathom, how much you're going to need somebody, or, the kind of things that will come into your life. Like you go into a marriage with, certain expectations, like, certain things are going to happen. But when this particular set of circumstances comes up, you really see and learn to appreciate that other person and see them fully, I would say, for who they are and what they mean to you.
I can only imagine. I mean, so I have a question for you, Rick, about prior to having been diagnosed with colon cancer. Did you have, how about this? What kind of symptoms did you have? What kind of signs said to you, something, or was it a result of you just having a checkup, a physical?
Well, that's kind of more of a story there. Okay. All right, so I'll try to summarize it as much as possible. All right. Okay. So when I was about 16 in high school, there was a blood drive at my high school. And me wanting to be philanthropic and help other people, I decided to donate blood. I donated blood. A few weeks later, Red Cross got back to me with a letter stating that I had elevated liver enzyme levels. I didn't know what that meant. I took that to my primary. My primary looked at it, really didn't know what to make of it. And kind of speeding through a little bit here, from 16 to 18, I saw a number of different specialists regarding what this meant, elevated liver enzyme levels. When I was about 18, I finally got a diagnosis of PSC, primary sclerosing cholangitis, which is a liver disease. Okay, so at 18, I finally had my diagnosis, first found it at 16. No symptoms at all. I mean, I was an athlete, I wrestled in high school, all that good stuff. And so from 18 now to about 28, so about 10 years time, I was asymptomatic of this liver condition. So I really didn't have any symptoms of it. At around 28 is when things really went left. And that's when all of the symptoms of having an end-stage liver disease really started to come in. Jaundice, fatigue, abdominal distension, all these things started happening. So the specialist I was seeing how my condition was progressing, put me on a transplant list. So I was on the transplant list for just under a year. Luckily, I was able to get a transplant, and that was, the first big hurdle I got over.
Okay.
So about a year after the transplant, I began to develop symptoms of ulcerative colitis. Now, there is a correlation between ulcerative colitis and PSC.
Okay.
There's a number of people who have ulcerative colitis. PSC also get ulcerative colitis. Unfortunately, I was one of those people.
Okay.
And so now I'm dealing with ulcerative colitis. And at the time, you might see now like all these different commercials for all the different medications for UC. At the time when I was diagnosed with UC and having these symptoms, the medications weren't the best. So it was never really under control.
Okay.
So again, I'm working all this time. I'm going to work, stuff like that. And I was in the parts department at the dealership. So I'm having to deal with the UC symptoms, not well controlled, still work. And because I had the UC and the doctors were already keeping an eye on me because of my transplant, test after test, eventually I had a colonoscopy done because I had numerous ones because of the UC.
Okay.
One back where they had taken samples, and the samples showed sign of dysplasia. And so dysplasia is kind of like the red flag of there may be some cancer here. And unfortunately, there was. And for me, unfortunately, I have a family history of colon cancer. My grandfather, my paternal grandfather, my dad, he had passed because of colon cancer, having not, gotten any treatment or having diagnosed it at all. It, went all the way and it killed him. So I had the diagnosis of now colon cancer, which I received actually while at work. I was on my lunch break at work outside, got a call from my doctor, and she told me that they had found cancer in the sample. And after that, I made an appointment, go see her, went through my options, and that's what led us to, okay, well, best option for me is to get the total colectomy. So that's what I did with that.
Okay.
So from there, it leads us up into that first cancer diagnosis and how I got treated for that.
Family, I'm over here I'm digesting everything you just shared. You know what? I'm going to take this time. It's time for us to go to a commercial break while I gather myself and digest everything that you just shared. We're going to come back and talk some more about your journey. We're talking with Jamil and Rick Rivers. I told you they were extraordinary individuals. I don't know where their capes are because I know they've got capes somewhere over there. But we're going to take a commercial break right now, family. But stay with us because we are coming right back.
Want the latest in word swag? Check out the shop tab on wordradio.com. Hoodies, tees, and more in a variety of colors. It's the shop tab on wordradio.com. You can look good and show the world that you're all about Black Talk Media.
Are you wet shaving? You'll get razor bumps.
Nah, Pops, I'm good with Gillette Skin Guard. How long you been growing that beard mama hates anyway?
Since 77, I shaved and got ingrown so bad.
That's why I use the Gillette Skin Guard razor, face scrub, shave gel, and moisturizer. So I don't have to worry about new razor bumps or shaving irritation.
Gillette Skin Guard, huh? Your mama's going to love this one.
The best a man can get keeps getting better with Gillette Skin Guard. Buy now at a retailer near you.
Teachers are diverse, skilled leaders, innovating to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Teaching shapes lives. Are you ready? Explore teaching at teach.org, supported by the U.S. Department of Education and 1 million teachers of color.
The job search can be a difficult and frustrating process. Word's Livelihood Initiative was designed to help you find the right opportunity for your next professional move. Check out these recent job openings posted on the Livelihood job board at wordworks.com. The Public Health Management Corporation is hiring for several exciting roles, including youth case managers, a behavioral health coordinator, and a part-time youth ally. For more information on these jobs and others, go to wordworks.com and learn more about the Livelihood Initiative. Brought to you by Word Radio. Progressive Black Talk Media.
We're celebrating Black influence and Black excellence worldwide on the home of progressive Black Talk Media, WURD.
You're listening to Love and Life with Carol Riddick on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media.
Welcome back, family. Welcome back to Love and Life with Carol Riddick right here on WURD. We are talking with Jamil and Rick Rivers in this hour. I keep saying, and I know I'm saying it lightly, but I do believe you two are superheroes. I truly do. But I'm amazed. I'm amazed at all that you have gone through. Just amazed by your individual stories and what your story is as a couple. Just amazed. I do want to share that our family members are commenting as well. Eric shares, hello, Jamil and Rick. Thank you both for caring, for sharing, and informing us on your journey. We all need angels on earth to guide us and give us smiles and hope. So thank you so much. And Malcolm shares a wow, just wow, just wow. And that says so much. Okay, it says so much. And hey there, my cousin Sherry Riddick. She shares, may God continue to bless you and your family.
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
Absolutely. So please forgive my ignorance because I know so little about what I'm about to ask. You shared that you had been on a transplant list. What is that process like? Was it a long while or wait? And because you're navigating and living through the symptoms that you were having. What was that like?
Okay, so the transplant list. Once I guess for any particular transplant you're on, you have to be at what is considered end stage. So basically, that particular system or organ has to be on the verge of failing, and once it does, that's pretty much a wrap for you. So at that point, luckily you have good doctors, good insurance that you're able to get on the list. And they'll put you on the list. It's not something that I could have put myself on. The doctors put you on the list. Sure. And then there are a number of factors that go into people who can be on the list. So for me, I was somebody who didn't have any history of drug use. I wasn't a smoker. I was young, very young at the time. So all of these factors played into my placement on the list. And because of these factors and my qualifications, I didn't have to wait. Well, I shouldn't say I didn't have to wait so long. It was really because I had a match. So there was somebody who, in my case, somebody was in a car accident and had died. And because they were an organ donor, I was able to receive their liver. And so it was more or less kind of serendipitous luck.
It was divine orchestration.
To say, as to this particular person was a match for me, and I was able to get that. So that's really what allowed me to make it long enough to wait to receive the liver.
Uh, You know, you were about to say that it wasn't a long, I would say it was, because you just shared your journey. You said since 16. That's a
Yeah,
long time. And I know you weren't on the list that
right.
long, but your journey was, this was a whole journey leading. It
Mhm.
sounds to me that, especially with the history in your family and you having, followed in those footsteps. It sounds like it was a long wait. It was a long wait. That's what that was my takeaway from you saying, look, at 16 I found out this, 18 I found out this, and then sharing the remainder of the journey up until that point. Yes, Rick, that was a long wait. It was a long wait. I mean, we praise God. We thank you so much, God. We thank you so much for your divine orchestration. We do, because I pray for the family of the loved one that was lost as well. But just, we're grateful. We're grateful. I do want to acknowledge that. One of our family members is sharing, another one of our love lights, Willie Matthew Williams, shares amazing story and amazing couple. Rick, you are very lucky to get a liver transplant, and thank God your body didn't reject it.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah,
How about that?
that was that's a major concern of anybody who receives a transplant. And there is anti-rejection medication that they put you on and that I will have to take for the rest of my life. But
Okay.
it is very possible that it could not have matched and it could not have stayed there. And to this date, knock on wood, I have not experienced rejection. So I'm very, very fortunate for that.
Wow. Alfred shares, may God continue to bless you both and your family. And you all are a blessing to others. I told you, I know their capes are behind them. They just don't want you to see the cape. I know that's what it is. I know. But I'm going to ask you, I'm going to pivot in this moment and ask you, Jamil and Rick, actually, to talk with us about the Chrysalis Initiative once again, because Jamil, you came to talk with us initially. But I want to go back to that because here I am, I'm sharing with the family. You are sharing with the family about what you have gone through individually, but you both took those experiences and you're helping others. You're advocating for other people. Again, can we see the capes? I just want to see what they look like. That's all. I just want to see what they look like. But like I said, you're a wife and mother, you're a husband and father, you've got the kids, and when I say a preteen and two babies, and y'all said, yeah, let's help some other people.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what
Well,
we're supposed to do, but we don't all do that. So talk with us, please.
yeah, I mean, again, I just got involved with advocacy because my husband had gone through his cancer diagnosis and liver transplant in 2012, 2009 and 2012. And then I get diagnosed with stage 4 cancer in 2018. Had just started a new job 5 months prior. So I'm just like, okay, I got to figure this out. I didn't know that breast cancer was so complicated. I didn't know that there were different types of breast cancer and different treatments and all of that. So it really was just, okay, well, I got to put one foot in front of the other, continue to go to work and just try to figure this out, keep my health insurance and keep my income,
Right.
And I literally was, I would work half days on Fridays and go to chemo, or when they had chemo on Saturdays at the time, I would go to chemo on Saturdays. And I'm just, going to chemo every week. And I didn't know how long I was going to have to be on chemo. It could have been indefinitely, because when I was diagnosed, the cancer was everywhere. It was solid lesions and tumors everywhere except for my brain and my spine. Felt absolutely fine, by the way. So cancer is really sneaky.
Oh my God.
I felt terrible when I started the treatment, but when I had the cancer just lingering there and growing and spreading, I felt totally fine. So I'm just going to, chemo, and other women started popping into my chemo room saying, hey, how you doing? You look like you know what's going on and what you're talking about. And they just asked me to share what I know. So I actually created a checklist for myself just to make sure that I could stay on top of everything. So what type of cancer I had, where was it, Also making sure I got all the right testing to determine what type of treatment I was supposed to get. So really just staying on top of everything. Also, your diet is really important, what you eat, supplements, everything. So just trying to make sure that I kept on top of everything. And when I got involved with as an advocate, this is 2018, I was shocked that Black women die from metastatic breast cancer at a 42% higher rate. And are actually,
wow.
Yeah.
That's
And
hot. No, I mean, 42% higher?
42%, yes. We're also more likely to be diagnosed at advanced stages like stage 3 or 4. We also tend to be diagnosed younger. I was under the age of 40 when I was diagnosed. So I didn't even have my first mammogram. And we also have Black women are 71% likely to die from breast cancer, more so than their white counterparts. And so when I got connected and plugged into advocacy with all these organizations, they told me that it was due to social economic factors, right? Oh, well, Black women, they're not compliant with their care. They don't have good health insurance. They don't have good incomes. Okay. But what was interesting, as I'm meeting these Black women at my cancer center, they all had good incomes. They all had good insurance. But what was interesting, they weren't getting the right standard of care. So that was making me say, well, what's going on there? Why wouldn't they get the right standard of care? And come to find out, as I learned more about it, it's because of the bias within the cancer center themselves. So meaning it could be a great cancer center with great people and a great mission and great doctors. But if it just so happens that you are a Black woman, you're going through getting your care, and you just happen to get the short end of the stick where your particular doctor is biased and not providing you with the standard of care, how would you fact check them? How would you know that they're not giving you what you're supposed to get? And so I thought, and with all the organizations out there, everything is dumped on the patient. And my mom, before, she passed away, she was a dentist. And I always thought, well, if I need a root canal, I don't need a PhD in dentistry. I should, if I go get a root canal, I'm going to get the root canal that I'm supposed to get, right? Why is it that if you have cancer, in order to get the best care, you have to learn all this stuff and you have to,
ask the
right. No, really. Right.
Right.
You have to know what to ask. Right.
I have cancer, just give me what I'm supposed to get. So that's really where the Chrysalis initiatives stem from. I thought, well, if women have the knowledge in their hands, knowledge is power. So I created an app with that little checklist that I created for myself that really fact checks the doctors in the room. So no matter where you are, I mean, we have bias even here in Philadelphia. We have eds and meds. We have some great health systems and cancer centers here in Philadelphia, but you never know if there isn't that accountability or visibility. What if you happen to run into a doctor that is biased against Black women? I compare it to a Black man being pulled over by the police. You don't know. And so now Black women have the power in their hands to fact check their doctors, making sure that they're getting standard of care. And then we make sure that once they are receiving standard of care, that we address any barriers. And so we are evidence-based, we are research-based. We work with 150 hospitals now. We're supporting 50,000 women across the world just to make sure that Black women and also white women, Asian women, right, that they get the standard of care. So meaning full and complete, and that they have all the resources that they need. And it's really that simple. It's a 3-pronged system that you receive standard of care, that whatever barriers you have are resolved, and that if the cancer center is providing care, that it's a team-based model. There's visibility. So you can't have a racist doctor or a biased doctor not providing that, or they might, act up and not provide the standard of care, but guess what? You're going to be called out for it. So
you now have a network, you've got a team, you've got a tribe. Look, we're all going to call you out.
Right, exactly. And they don't, and also within BC Navi is a community where Black women are sharing their experiences. So, hey, I went to such and such, doctor's great, but the billing department is horrible. Whatever
it is. No, but no, that's so helpful. And
Right.
and especially because, and taking this into consideration, if you're a single woman like myself, if I'm going, I want somebody help me, somebody tell me something, somebody, it's so much. And don't misunderstand me, family, because I know you're saying, what is she talking about? What is she talking about? But I'm saying, when you went home, you talked to Rick and you said, these people are crazy or whatever, you had your helpmate to lean on. So I'm saying it helps to have additional help when you have this portal. You can talk, you can look for information, and it's just a little more help. That's what I was saying, y'all. That's all.
It can be overwhelming. I mean, if you think about how many people you have to talk to and get to know and communicate with and stay on top of everything, it's exhausting. You are a new cancer patient, you're on chemo, you're about to pass out every 5 seconds, but I have to keep track of my test results and when I'm gonna, and I mean, they have a specialist for everything. So you got to meet with the biller, you got to meet with the nurse, you got to meet with the oncologist, you got to meet with the radiologist, you got to meet with the surgeon, you got to meet with the nurse practitioner, you got to meet with the social worker, you got to meet with the patient navigator. It's a lot. So,
and the list goes on.
Right. So what's great about our program is you get to be connected with people who are survivors and thrivers themselves, but they're also trained on standard of care. And they pull everything together. So when you're dealing with side effects or the right standard of care, you don't have to ask 15 or 50 people. You have a small team that you can trust.
So, where do we go? How do we gain access to our network of help? How do we gain access?
So easiest way, bcnavi.com. You can download the app right there. Also connect with us. The link to our organization is thechrysalisinitiative.org, and you can use it on your phone. You can also download it and via the Google Play or Apple, and you can also just use the website on your iPad or your desktop or your laptop. And you can email us too. You can call the 1-800 number. So we're here to meet everybody where they are.
Now, Jamil, we need the 800 number. We need to know what's the 800 number, Jamil?
1-800-829-4979.
Family, I'm putting that in the chat. I just put the number in the chat. Yes, Alfred shared. Please repeat. That's right. Because we need to know. We want our help. Okay. So
yes.
The number is 800-829.
Yeah, 1-800-829-4979.
And the email address?
info@thechrysalisinitiative.org, but easiest is www.bcnavi.com.
You hear that? Wait, .org. Okay, so I just tried to put all of that information in the chat for those of our family members who are joining us by way of socials. I put the email address. I put bcnavi.com in the chat as well. I put the name of the organization, the Chrysalis Initiative. I tried to put everything. You hear me? Everything, so that we know. Family, listen, we're going to take a short break, but when we come back, we're going to continue our conversation with our superheroes in this hour, Jamil and Rick Rivers. So stay with us because we are coming right back.
Stand with Word Radio as we continue to provide dynamic, progressive programming to inform and empower our people. We're living in unprecedented times, and we must stand together to protect and preserve Black Talk Media. Become a 4-Word member with the annual membership price of just $90 or a digital member starting at just $5 per month. If you're already a 4-Word member, sign up, family member, or friend to help us continue making history. Start or renew your 4-Word membership today. Visit wordradio.com/4word or wordradio.com/membership.
The Pennsylvania Lottery's $160 million cash blowout scratch-off will have you ready to step up your A game. A little birdie told me you could have a chance to win top prizes of $3 million. Pick up the Pennsylvania Lottery's $160 million cash blowout scratch-off for the ultimate hole-in-one. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Problem gambling? Helpline 1-800-GAMBLER.
Courage. I learned it from my adoptive mom. Hold my hand.
You hold my hand. Learn about adopting a teen from foster care at adoptuskids.org. You can't imagine the reward. Brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Hey there, this is Tech Life Steph, and I want you to join me for a special Philly Tech Week event hosted by Word Radio, Diverse Force, and P4 Hub. On Wednesday, May 8th, I'll be moderating a conversation called Artificial Intelligence, Black Realities. This panel and tech networking event are taking place from 6 to 9 p.m. at P4 Hub, 4537 Wayne Avenue, Suite 202 in Philadelphia. We'll examine the impact of AI on Black communities and explore what opportunities and challenges this technology presents. We'll focus on how AI can reinforce systemic racism, but also how AI literacy can empower us as a community. You do have to register for this event. Go to wordradio.com/techweek to reserve your free tickets. This event is a part of Philly Tech Week and brought to you by Comcast, Pico, and the Pennsylvania Lottery. Hope to see you there.
It's too black, which means it's too strong.
We're celebrating Black influence and Black excellence worldwide on the home of progressive Black talk media, WURD.
Let me tell you something, and don't you ever forget it. Success is nothing without someone you love to share it with.
You're listening to Love and Life with Carol Riddick on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media.
Well, hey there, family. Welcome back. You are tuned in to Love and Life with Carol Riddick right here on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media, on air and online at wordradio.com. We are talking with Jamil and Rick Rivers. In this hour, I'm going to keep saying it because I believe it in my spirit. There are two superheroes who have obliged us and who have agreed to spend some time with us this evening and share their incredible journeys with us. I mean, listen, some of you are saying, yeah, I remember when Jamil came. Jamil said, yeah, so my husband, yeah, he had cancer too. And you
twice.
Yeah, okay. And she said it and it was so nonchalant. And I said, I'm sorry, wait, what now? What now? But now I see why. I see why. Because they both said, oh, yeah, okay. So what's next? And I love that. Oh my goodness. I love that. Family, I want to be sure I give you the correct information, and I believe I gave you the wrong number. The number is 1-800-929-4979. That is the correct number. Okay, so I'm going to put that in the chat. Again, the correct number is 800-929-4979. And I do see in the comment section that some of you were sharing that you didn't hear some information. So please tell me what it was. Well, you're going to say, well, I didn't hear it, so I don't know what I didn't hear. Well, tell me what you heard last or what you're missing. I did share the email address. I shared the telephone number. Oh, wait a minute. Alfred shared www what? Okay, so it was the website for Alfred. Alfred didn't get the website. Would you share the website with us once again, please, Jamil?
The easiest one is www.bcnavi.com. So bcnavi.com. And then, of course, we have our long website, thechrysalisinitiative.org. But BCNavi will connect you to both of us, to both sites.
And I did share those on the socials as well. And Ms. Roslyn, I know that's right. She shared, look, the devil is a lie. Every time we come to good information, somehow we can't hear it. Well, God is going to fix it. Okay. He will. He always does. And we're going to make sure you have all the information that you need. Yes, we are. So I just, you know what? I have two questions for you before we wrap tonight. What was the most challenging part of managing your lives, your illnesses, while raising a family?
Most challenging.
Yeah,
Actually, it because I guess my journey started when I was 16. This has just been my life. So I've always incorporated this into everything that I do. It's normal for me. So it's not as if it was difficult. It's just how I live and what I do, whether it was the liver disease or the colon cancer. And then in 2019, I was diagnosed with kidney cancer. So there was that too. And for that, again, it wasn't chemo that I did because, again, I'm constantly being tested and screened and, blood work. So they caught that one again very early, and it was only stage 1. So that was a partial nephrectomy of my left kidney that I had. So they had to take a piece of my left kidney. And again, major surgery and recuperation and all that stuff. So this is just how I live, and everything else I just incorporate into it, whether it's work or whether it's the family, and I just keep moving forward.
Wow. And you, Jamil, what would you say?
For me, it's the most challenging thing is the uncertainty. So wanting to see my kids grow up, not knowing how long I have, and just constantly thinking about not trying to be obsessed, but, but try to stay present and focus on the present, but also not be overwhelmed by the uncertainty and how many milestones am I going to see? How many milestones am I going to be here for? Not trying to go down the rabbit hole of thinking about, is this my last Christmas, or is this my last birthday, or, so it's really just trying to focus on the present, appreciate what I have and, the time that I do have, but at the same time, not be overwhelmed by that uncertainty.
And this last question that I have for you both, what message would you have for other couples, other parents who are trying to raise a family and maintain their relationship, their marriage, while navigating illness? Is that a loaded one?
No. It's
Okay,
just
okay.
trying to answer concisely. I would say appreciate the other person. Appreciate every little thing, every major thing that you do together, or that you experience, or that you share. I believe the illness and having to live your life and to be married with someone, I think that's what that boils down to, the appreciation, whether it's some silly argument or a disagreement you may have about something, or whether it's, planning another family trip, or, renewing your vows. It's, just being thankful that you got to do that, appreciating every nuanced thing that you have with that person. I think the gratitude that comes with that, or that accompanies, being able to experience it all together. I think that's kind of the main point, the takeaway.
Okay. Thank you for that, Jamil.
I would just add to what he said and say, not just appreciate, but show that appreciation so that the other person will receive it. So do it in their love language. Because what you think is, all right, I'm showing my appreciation. Might be how you like to receive their appreciation, but is it resonating with that person?
Yeah.
That's so important. We talk about love languages. Oh, thank you both once again. I mean this with every fiber of my being, because you really, again, you're beacons. You two are just really helping us, in the midst, in the midst of madness, in the midst of this mad world. Just thank you so much for coming to share with us your individual journeys. Thank you for creating the Chrysalis Initiative. Just thank you for doing all that you have done, all that you are doing, and all that you continue to do. Just thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you.
And, we want to, let people see that even with stage 4 cancer, with the liver transplant, with being a 2-time cancer survivor, that it doesn't mean that you have to be miserable or sad or low, that you can be elevated. So.
And our family members are saying, please come back. So will you please come back and visit with us from time to time, share with us?
Absolutely. Yeah. We just live life.
What? Yeah, of course we will. I love it. I love it. Thank you once again, the Chrysalis Initiative. I want to make sure again that I repeat the info at thechrysalisinitiative.org. If you want to email, the telephone number, the correct telephone number to call is 800-929-4979. I love it. I love it. The Chrysalis Initiative. How about that? And Jamil said you don't even have to do any of that. You can go to bcnavi.com, which is bcnavi.com. How about that? Okay. Make sure you have everything. That's right. That's right.
Got you.
Thank you both once again. We cannot wait to see you the next time. We cannot. Family, you know what time it is, though. I hate it when I have to leave, y'all. I just love spending time with you. But just praising God, from whom all blessings flow. I'm just going to ask that you pray for someone who does not yet know God. Pray for your loved ones. Pray for your enemies. And just pray for those who are in need. I thank our guests for coming to share your time, your energy, your attention, your spirit, your space, your knowledge, all of that good stuff, because we so appreciate you. And family, I thank you for doing the same, because you didn't have to come. How about that? You didn't have to show up. Thank you to Miss Rosalind for calling to tell us about Yaya. Okay, you remember where she said Yaya is located, so we can patronize Yaya as well. Happy birthday once again to all of our love lights who are celebrating. Family, we are all in this together. So please be good to you, but also be good to those around you. Okay. I love you. I love you. I love you. But God loves you so much more. And just please be careful going to and fro. Have a great rest of your night. And be sure to join me Monday through Thursday, 7 till 9 p.m. Eastern Time, for another edition of Love and Life, right here on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media. Have a good night, family. Have a good night. Have a good night.